Hey, are you going to the Abbey? The Abbey of Saint Elspeth. It's the only place that path leads. Well, if you're heading to the Abbey, you should keep your ears open. Their music is famous all over the world. I can hear them sometimes, when the wind is right. Times like that, I don't mind I'm not catching any strike worms.
Thanks, Sarah Domin. You must be the adventurer the abbess prayed for. Our abbess prayed for an adventurer to come and help us. She asked me to stand here and wait for you to arrive. Will you help us, adventurer? I don't know anymore. Abbess Benita just said she was praying for an adventurer and told me to wait outside to meet you when you arrived. Well, I mean a bit, but we're not meant to question the abbess's decisions. Now she's talking to a preacher. He says dancing is a sin. Well, one of the older sisters died yesterday. Sarah Domin guide her soul to light. The abbess says she went peacefully in her sleep. It's a bit odd that no one's been allowed to see her body, but it's not my place to question. Oh, another thing that's happened. A troubadour showed up earlier today. Abbess Benita didn't let him come inside, so he's camping here. We don't often get visitors, so that's a little odd.
Greetings, traveler. It's a song about someone I knew a long time ago. One of the sisters here, Sister Anna, she passed away recently. I knew her before she joined the Abbey, so I've come to pay my respects. I have my ear to the ground. Even a religious order isn't completely cut off from the world.
Dancing in the city and the crowd. And she's dancing on the mountain.
Thanks, Sarah Domin. You must...
Her beauty makes me want to shout aloud.
Our abbess prayed for an adventurer to come and... Will you help us, adventurer? Sarah Domin be praised. The abbess's office is just inside the wall. Go in through the gate and head north.
And now I'm looking at her feet and they don't move. And I'm...
Adventurer, thanks Sarah Domin you've come. I've called you here for a sensitive task, one that I would prefer to deal with quietly, without involving the church authorities or the Al-Qarid Guard. I hope I can trust you to be discreet. One of our sisters has been murdered. Murdered quite brutally. I would like you to investigate. The killer may still be in the Abbey. I last saw Sister Anna at Vespers yesterday. When she wasn't present at Compline, I went to her cell and found her body. The murder must have taken place between those times. This is the key to Sister Anna's cell, where I found her body. The cells are in the southeast corner of the Abbey. I moved Sister Anna's body to the infirmary in the southwest of the Abbey. I cleaned and wrapped it myself, and I've forbidden the other sisters from seeing it. You should also question the sisters around the Abbey, but please do so subtly. I don't want them to know there has been a murder. This notebook will help you keep track of your investigation. come back to me when you've examined the crime scene and the body, and spoken to the sisters. Please help us, adventurer. You'll need to examine Sister Anna's body, search her cell, and question the sisters in the Abbey. It's not from any of our robes. It looks like it's from some traveling clothes. You're not suspecting me, are you? Very well. I suppose it is good that you're thorough. I was here in my office. You might be surprised how much paperwork is involved in running a religious order. I've never seen anyone as devoted to Saradomin as Sister Anna was. All the other sisters looked up to her. I don't know much about her life before the Abbey. All she told me was that she'd led a highly immoral life, and she was glad she'd put it behind her. She was my assistant. She would have been my successor when I eventually retired, and she was also my friend. Please, adventurer, bring her killer to justice. I don't know what he's doing here. I haven't allowed him into the Abbey. The sisters are rehearsing Sister Anna's funeral. The last thing we need is a secular musician tempting them away from their duties. What is it? Cabbage soup. It's amazing what you can do with cabbages if they're all you have to cook with. Do you have an important question, adventurer? I'm quite busy. I was here in the kitchen. Why? Where should I have been? I went down to the cellar to get some supplies at one point, but the rest of the time I was here. Actually, I noticed something when I was down there. I think someone's been stealing food from the cellar. I bet it was Katerina. Novices have to be taught discipline. I've seen her sneaking an extra cup of wine at meal times. She's the one you should be talking to. I don't know anything about the troubadour. I didn't even know he was there. What troubadour? Secular music is forbidden. So, if there is a troubadour outside, then Abbess Benita will send him away. I don't have time to talk about troubadours. Is there anything else you need? Don't touch anything, please.
Look at me! Look at me! Okay, that's good. Remember to look at me so you can keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't... Ladies, keep rehearsing while I talk to this pilgrim. It's a hymn to Saint Elspeth. I wrote the music, but the words are traditional. Do you know the story of Saint Elspeth and the Ripper? Saint Elspeth was a holy warrior who lived during the God Wars. She sang and played the cithara, and her music was so holy that no demon could bear to hear it. Oh, it's an ancient stringed instrument. It's like a lyre. The lyre was a folk instrument, whereas the cithara was a professional instrument. Well, anyway, that's not important. The Ripper was an assassin demon. It would strike without warning and leave its victims horribly mutilated, stab them through the heart with terrible claws, tear off their faces. Zamorak sent the Ripper to attack a village where Saint Elspeth was staying. It couldn't approach while she was singing, but it waited on the edge of the village. She sang for days, but eventually was too weak to go on. She went out of the village to face the demon alone. She thought it might just kill her and spare the villagers. She fought the demon, and it mortally wounded her. But as she was dying, Saradomin granted her the strength to sing one piercing note, so perfect that it struck the demon dead. Her remains lay unburied until the present age. Then, 70 years ago, a group of holy women found them and built this abbey in her memory. That's why music is such an important part of our worship. I don't know. They say some demons can return after being killed, but the God Wars were thousands of years ago. Well, I'd like to think so, but I don't think we're as holy as Saint Elspeth. I hope we never have to find out. I stayed in here after Vespers to rehearse the choir. She had a powerful voice and a rock-solid sense of rhythm. The whole congregation could listen to her to keep in time. Oh, I'm sorry she's dead, and all I can think of is how much the choir needed her. I'm too single-minded sometimes. I think she kept us in time in more ways than one, though. She was our moral centre, an example of holiness. We all miss her terribly. I'm aware he's there. I think the abbess was right to forbid him from coming inside. You've got to understand, the Citharide order considers music to be holy. It should be used for worship and contemplation, not for dancing. Dancing is so often connected with other immorality. as interesting as it would be to hear a different style of music, I should stay away.
To ash the demon's heart, brought it to silence and to death.
Sister Katerina, is that you? It's no good, Katerina. I can't hear you. I'll be out of here in a minute. Just need to get the... Could you do me a favor, Katerina? The clock is 20 minutes past right now. Could you set it to the right time? No, that's wrong. Sorry, should have reminded you. Remember, you're seeing the clock from the inside, so it's back to front from your point of view. Try again. Ah, yes, that's it. Ah, you've set the clock to the hour, so any moment now it should... Right, I'm done. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were Sister Katerina. She's normally the one who comes up here. What can I do for you? Huh? Between what and what? Oh, I came back up here, tried to finish this set of repairs. I was a clockmaker before I joined the Abbey. Now I'm the only one who knows how to repair the Abbey clock. A part breaks that you'd expect it to hold for years, but that doesn't stop the whole mechanism. It just sets it in a different direction. Sarah Domin is a better clockmaker than us. Sister Benita was planning to retire as abbess next year. Everyone expected Sister Anna to become the new abbess. But it seems that wasn't Sarah Domin's plan, so he's taken her away. The clock runs, just not as we'd expected. What? There's a Minotaur outside? Have we closed the gates? Oh, yes. Sister Katerina mentioned something about that. She seemed very excited. I'm too busy with the clock to worry about visitors. It's not like I could hear his music anyway. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a bit deaf. It's spending all my time close to the bell when it goes off that did that.
Undaunted by the demon's cries, the clash of battle shook you not.
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her...
Greetings, traveller. Or yesterday evening I was in Al-Qarid. I didn't travel up here until this morning. Why are you asking all this anyway?
Oh, to Zamorak with you. The abbess can order her sisters not to be curious, but not me.
Anna was my friend, and I have a right to know what's happening. This
Mountain and the snowflakes in her hair.
Greetings, traveller. Or yesterday...
again, adventurer. How can I help? I was in the scriptorium, copying a manuscript. I'm still learning how to illuminate the text. I've copied nearly the whole of the Book of Saradomin. I'm quite... Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I'm quite proud of it. Perhaps you'd like to see it, after the funeral service, if you're still here. All right. I'll have to check if that's allowed, though. Come back and speak to me after the funeral. She was so holy. She thought about Saradomin all the time, never about herself. I don't know if I'll ever be as holy as that. She interviewed me when I applied to join the Abbey. It was like she could see right into my heart. To be honest, at first, she frightened me. I'm not surprised the other applicant left after she met her. Oh, another applicant came to the Abbey the other day. Her name was Isabella. She disappeared yesterday noon. She probably went home. A lot of applicants realise the life isn't for them and leave. Adventurer, if I can ask, why are you asking these questions? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. I'll never be a full sister if I keep asking questions like that. Sister Anna always told me I shouldn't ask questions. Is there anything else I can do for you, adventurer? It's so exciting that he's come to visit us. I saw him smiling at me when I was outside waiting for you. I kind of wish I could go out and dance. I used to like dancing, but I'm in the order now, and dancing isn't allowed. She was so holy. She thought about Saradomin. The clash of battle shook you not.
Greetings, traveler. It's a song about... I knew her before she joined the Abbey. I tried to talk her out of coming here, but when she made her mind up about something, there was nothing that could stop her. One of the sisters here, Sister Anna, she passed away recently. I knew her before she joined the Abbey, so I've come to pay my respects. I have my ear to the ground. Even a religious order isn't completely cut off from the world.
What is it? She's with Saradomin now. It doesn't matter what I thought of her, and it does no good to speak ill of the dead. I didn't say that, but she did cause conflict. Most of the sisters didn't see it, but I did. She was always arguing with the abbess. Sister Anna thought Sister Benita was too lenient with the order's rules. Anna would have enforced silence outside of services. She'd have stopped Sister Cecilia composing, prescribed melodies only. Maybe it's Saradomin's will that Sister Anna never got to become abbess. I don't know. It's not my place to say. Please help us, adventurer. You'll need... Whom do you suspect? Did you hear that? Quick! Follow the sound of that scream! got to protect us. The demon is back. What's happening here? Oh, great Saradomin! Sister Eleanor! I saw it, Abbess. It was the demon. It was the Ripper. Sister Cecilia, go back to the oratory. Get yourself cleaned up. Adventurer, there's no point in my trying to keep this from the sisters anymore. I'll let them know what's happening. Please, Adventurer. Investigate Sister Eleanor's murder, then talk to me in my study.
We're all going to die. It's going to kill us all. There's no escape. I heard the scream. I heard Sister Eleanor screaming. So I went down the stairs to see, and it was there! The Ripper! Just like in the stories. It was wrapped in rags, and it had its huge claws, and it was bending over Sister Eleanor. It was cutting her feet with its claws. Why would it do that? Then it saw me. It turned its head. It looked at me. I couldn't see its face, thanks Saradomin. If I'd seen its face, I think I might have died of fright. It pushed past me. It splashed Sister Elena's blood onto my robes. And then it ran up the stairs and away.
can't let it defeat us. Almighty Saradomin, give me the strength to not be afraid. All right, ladies. The abbess told you what happened. This funeral service will be for 2 of us now. We're going to trust Saradomin, and we're not going to be afraid. We're going to sing like Saint Elspeth, and the demon isn't going to be able to hurt us. Okay, from the top. Look at me.
Holy Elspeth,
We're going to sing a...
to sing to Saradomin's praise. Grant us a
Adventurer. Adventurer, thanks Saradomin you're still here. Please tell me you're making some progress. I know that's what most of the sisters think, but I'm not so sure. In this age, most of Zamorak's servants are ordinary humans. Adventurer.
Dance with me, adventurer. Dance with me, adventurer. It's all right. I'm just a novice. I haven't taken vows. I'm not allowed. Anyway, I think I might leave the Order. I haven't decided yet. With what's happening, it makes me think about how I want to spend my life. And I love Saradomin, and I love the Order, but I don't think I want to spend my whole life not dancing. Come on, adventurer. Dance with me for a while.
Greetings, traveller. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you asking? I didn't write any letters. They must be from someone else. Eleanor is dead? Eleanor. She wasn't happy here, you know. She could have been so much more if she had the courage to leave. I met her when she came down to Al-Qarid to buy supplies. We started writing to one another, hiding letters with boxes of food. I came up to see her last night. There was a hole in the kitchen wall that she used to smuggle me in. That's how I learned that Anna had died. Eleanor told me. I wanted to publicly pay my respects, so I snuck back to Al-Kharid and came here with my band. Adventurer, you don't think Eleanor could have been killed because of me? Both the victims were people I knew. Could someone have found the letters and... If there's anything I can do to help bring this killer to justice, let me know.
Now she's talking to a preacher. He says dancing is a sin. And now I look.
Adventurer, thank Saradomin you're still here. Whom do you suspect? Sister Anna was the first victim. You had better have a good theory about how that makes sense. Adventurer, whom do you suspect? I suppose it's possible. I want to be absolutely sure before we move, though. Whoever the... Adventurer, thank... Whom do you suspect? I suppose it's possible. Whoever the killer is, Sister Katerina is outside dancing. I don't want to pass judgment on her, not now. But I think she'd be safer inside. Could you go and fetch her, please?
Dance with me, adventurer. All right. I should finish copying my book of Saradomin. I'll be in the scriptorium if you want to talk to me.
It's no good. She's dead. It pierced her heart. Good night, sweet thing. You could have been a dancer.
What was that sound? Adventurer? Oh, merciful Saradomin. Sister Katerina, is she...
I'm afraid so.
This must end. Adventurer, troubadour, please meet me in my office. We need a plan. The killer is going to strike again, unless we catch them.
I'm not a member of your order, Abbess. I don't know why you would trust me here.
All the sisters of my order are suspects. The two of you are the only people I've seen in the same place as the killer, so you are the only people I can trust. I will not let this defeat us. We must arrive at a plan. Adventurer, after all you've seen, whom do you now suspect? Then we will need to catch the killer without knowing who they are. What can we do? If that is a joke, it is in very poor taste. Not all of us treat death as flippantly as adventurers do.
Did you see how the killer ran? They would move from hiding place to hiding place as we searched. That's a good idea. We could take the sisters to Al-Qarid where the guards can protect us.
And the order would end, and the abbey would become a dead shell. The sisters would be too frightened to go back. There must be another way. That could work, but how would we bait it? That could tempt the killer out, but who? I don't think the killer is indiscriminate. What do the victims so far have in common?
Eleanor was thinking of leaving, and Katerina might have been, but I don't think Anna would have ever left.
No. I've never seen anyone as dedicated to their life as Sister Anna. There must be something. Please, try to think. I know about your involvement with Sister Eleanor, and perhaps the killer could have seen Sister Katerina dancing and thought that. But what about Sister Anna? She hadn't left the Abbey for years.
Ah, you do not know. I knew Anna many years ago. She was a dancing girl, part of the troupe that I joined when I was first a troubadour. Back then she was so full of life, passionate. Everything she did, she threw her whole body and soul into it. Then, when we met that travelling creature and she caught religion, she threw her whole body and soul into that as well. We wrote to one another at first, and...
She never mentioned you to me. All she would say was that her past life was sinful, and she wanted to put it behind her.
Yes, that was the impression I got from her last letters. When I met Eleanor in Al-Qarid and started seeing her, we had to keep our affair secret, so I couldn't see Anna. I wanted to. A part of me was always hoping she'd discover us.
Enough! We don't need to go through the sordid details. We've established a connection. But how does it help us?
I have a dancing girl travelling with me. If we were to announce that she was joining the Abbey...
I can't allow her to be put in danger. There must be another way.
She will be in no danger. She will be hiding in my camp. We can make a dummy, dress it in your robes, and our adventurer can hide nearby and wait. But I'm not sure where.
In the basement. During the funeral service. All the sisters will be in the oratory. It will be the perfect time for the killer to strike. It seems we have a plan. Valerio, you and I can handle the announcement. Adventurer, you will need to make the dummy in the basement. Once you're ready, you can hide in the robe cabinet and wait. Whether this killer be demon or mortal, I swear they will not kill again. Saradomin go with all of us.
Holy Ghost, and guide our tongues to sing
I can see her dancing barefoot, there are flowers in her hair. I remember like I saw it yesterday. To the sound of flutes and drums, she took my hand and danced with me, and we kept dancing once the music went away.
Teach us to stand as you stood, undaunted by the demon's cries. The clash of arms shook you not, nor heeded you Zamorak's light.
Oh, she's dancing in the stillness to the beat of unseen drums, and she's dancing in the city and the crowd. And she's dancing on the mountain, and there's snowflakes in her hair, and her beauty makes me want to shout aloud.
Teach us that single piercing note that rang out with your final breath, that shook to ash the demon's heart.
Look at me! Look at me!
Now she's talking to a preacher, he says dancing is a sin. And now I'm looking at her feet and they don't move. And now we're standing at the Abbey and we're saying our goodbyes. But I know she'll be the one I always
Stay back!
loved.
Make any move and I'll kill her! I am the spirit of Saint Elspeth, Sarah Domin's voice of justice!
It's Sister Anna! She's gone mad!
Now she's dancing in the sunset, I can see her in
Was
the
that
clouds. I
unrepentant
can
dancing
see
girl who
her
thought she could join the
in
Abbey?
sky as dark as
I
fall.
killed her and
once
dressed her
night's
in
come
my
to both of
robes.
us, I hope we'll meet again, and I'll take her hand
They were
and
all
dance with her once more.
dancers! They weren't worthy to be in this abbey. Saint Elspeth commanded me to remove them. I was repentant. That's the difference. I spent my whole life in penitence for the sins of my youth. And now Abbess Benita lets any dancing girl join the Abbey. Lets them go outside and dance when the troubadour arrives. Turns a blind eye to their affairs.
To the sound of flutes and drums, she took my
He
hand and
means
danced with
nothing to me.
and we kept
That part of my life is
dancing
gone.
once the music went away.
Teach us to stand as you stood, undaunted by the demon's
Spawn of Zamorak! Demons and saints look the same to those whose eyes are blinded by evil. My mind has never been so
she's
clear.
dancing in the
I burn with the
stillness
holy
to the
fire of
beat
Sarah
dancing
Domin.
drums, and she's dancing in the city and the crowd.
No! It is Saint
And she's
Elspeth!
dancing on
Get
the
away from me,
mountain,
tempter of
and there's
Zamorak!
snowflakes in her hair, and her beauty makes me want to shout aloud.
I can hear it. The choir. They all loved me. No! Worldly attachments, worldly loves must all be burned away. I am the spirit of Saint
Now
Elspeth.
she's talking to a preacher, he says dancing is a sin.
Stay back!
And now I'm
Make
looking
any move and I'll
at
kill
her
her.
feet and they don't move. And now we're standing at the Abbey and we're saying our goodbyes. But I know she'll be the one I always loved.
Stay back!
thinking, adventurer? I'm just shaken. I don't normally get that much excitement. Perhaps Saradomin gave me strength. As a good Saradominist, sister, I cannot take a life. I'll see you downstairs, adventurer.
Sister Deborah, she did nothing wrong. I have not been the voice of Saint Elspeth. I have been the hand of the Ripper. Please, adventurer, if you have any mercy, give me a moment to pray for forgiveness before I die. Almighty Saradomin, creator and ruler of the world, have mercy upon me. For I have sinned against thee with my thoughts, with my voice, and with my hands. As the voice of Saint Elspeth struck dead the demon, may it strike dead the evil in my heart. And may the harmony of the saints drown out the discord of my sin. I hear it. The holy choir. I am forgiven. Flights of Icene, lift me up. Saradomin, guide my soul to light.
Thank Saradomin, it's over, adventurer. Sister Deborah told me what you did, but she didn't say who the killer was. She said you should be the one to tell us.
Who was it? Who killed Anna and the others?
What?
No, it can't be. But why?
That my most trusted friend could do this, and I had no idea. Thank you for telling the truth, adventurer, but this will shake the faith of everyone in the Abbey. I can't remain as abbess, knowing that this evil could sprout in soil that I have tended. I'll look for a replacement, but I don't know how much longer the order will survive. I cannot offer you much of a reward, adventurer, but please accept a set of the Order's robes. They are enchanted. Wearing them will allow you to meditate on music in order to grow closer to Saradomin.